think with Capcoms, Resident Evil 9 is probably the most exciting thing. It's probably the biggest highlight, although they did show a bit of Saga off, which was okay. But all in all, it was, for me, a bit of a waste of time.
They showed no gameplay for Sagat, though, if I remember correctly, right? They just showed like a little trailer intro.
Yeah, I think just because I'm a
basically
bit of a Street Fighter fanboy, that it was enough to like satisfy me to see him. But yeah, it was. I mean, again, because they warned people and said that nothing new is going to be shown, I was like, okay, fair enough. But it was a big nothing burger.
What do we think about Pragmata?
Can I take this first?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
So I was hyped about Pragmata when I first saw it, and I was like, this looks like one of the best looking games I've ever seen in my life. And I know it's just like a cinematic trailer or whatever back when they first showed it. And I was like, okay, we got some time. And then it got delayed. Then it got delayed again. Now it's gotten delayed a third time, I think. Maybe a second time. I can't remember. I've lost count.
It was initially, I think, in 2022 or something like that.
But my greater point, and I'll leave it at this, was
right there, 2022. Said it on the card. There you go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yep. But when it first launched with this, I was like, this is going to be one of the best looking games. It's amazing. By the time it finally comes out, it's going to look like just a bunch of the other games that are coming out this time. It's like, well, I mean, you teased this amazing thing way ahead of time, and it's like, well, everything else caught up to it by the time it comes out.
It's like the sequel to Avatar. Yep. Like it would have been impressive if it came out the next year, but
exactly.
What do we think about this in combat hacking mechanic? Because I think there's a lot of people that some people agree to me, some people disagree to me on how I felt about that. But I want to get other people's perspective. So in case you don't know, it seems like a lot of the combat is situated around disabling these robots. If you look here, so this is how they look on the left, right? And you have to use the little android girl or whatever on your back to hack the robots in real time to make their armor become exposed so that you can actually damage them. I believe part by part, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe just in general. But when you look at the actual like hacking in the middle of the frantic combat, it just looks a little. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the hacking in the middle of the combat, because I can understand if you're like pressing.
It seems like hacking is more of a stealth thing than a live like mid battle thing.
I
mean, they showed it live.
I think it could be interesting if it's for like boss fights or something like that. But when it's like all the combat, that's stupid.
It's all enemies. Unless it's smooth. They tell you right here on the bottom. You can't see it. Hold on. Go like this. There we go. So it says, otherwise you will find it difficult to inflict any real damage. And these are just on regular enemies. This is the enemy not exposed. And then as you hack the enemy, obviously it will become.
Is it just me, or are we getting
right here? See, look.
Expedition 33 vibes with the exposed parts on certain enemies where you can hit it while I mean, I know it's turn-based, it's different, but
do you see that? Really quick, do you see like
this
how you have to hack in real time?
Yeah, that's very
It's kind of the kind of thing that gamers can pick it up and get it fast.
It seems like as long as it's not like manipulating menus in Kingdom Hearts or something like that. Sorry.
The only saving grace to this that I can see is that it looks, and I don't know if this is just for the trailer, maybe they paused it for the trailer. It looks like the hacking doesn't have to happen during consistent combat. So when you go into the hacking screen, it pauses the combat. That's how it looks. But it might be a trailer only thing, maybe because they're trying to showcase it to you. But I just
maybe they haven't even decided yet. That might be part of why it keeps getting delayed.
If it slows down combat a little bit, like maybe 50%, then or less than that, then it would be all right. But
yeah,
I also don't want it to be too much like playing with the menus when you're fighting in Kingdom Hearts at the same time.
Yeah.
You gotta, like, hold the controller like that.
Well, you could see here once the hack goes through, the armor gets exposed, and now the health bar is shown at the top. The hacking status is at the top as well. And then you can actually damage it, and the health bar goes down, as you do.
10 seconds to kill it.
I'm not opposed to this because it's at least trying something different. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but at least it's not just a random hack and slash shooter just walking around killing and going. Like,
I take everything I just said back. So this all happened. That pausing that we saw, that was for the trailer. This is live, see? So the enemy is literally moving to you while you're
that's
pretty annoying.
It could work. It could work.
It could work. We might be too early on.
Yeah. This might be really one of those things where we have to we have to get it in our hands and actually see how it plays out. But in my mind, looking at this, I'm like, this looks really tedious.
Yeah.
No, not even complicated, because I like complicated.
I
Complicated.
don't mean
fine.
complicated like
But there's-
hard to
there's-
do. I mean complicated like busy. Like
There's
a lot of
complicated, like you've got a
Convoluted.
lot of things you need to do in the actual combat scenario, and then there's taking you out of the combat scenario to do something else while it's
I
real
will
time.
say
Yeah,
that
it's
there's
unnecessary.
a really good what should I say? Like I guess franchise that's evident of doing something convoluted but making it work. It's called The World Ends With You, done by Square
Yeah.
Enix.
That's a great
Oh
game.
yeah,
And
that I remember that.
In that game, you're basically playing as two separate characters where you're playing like one, like it's on a DS, so you're playing on like one screen you're controlling like Neku, and then the other screen you're using the tap function for Neku, and then pressing buttons for the person on top to do like extra combos and stuff like that. But you can still mop up with just Neku. You don't need to use like your other teammate in order to do it. So if they do something like that, where if they had like a function like that where you didn't have to rely on both sides of the party to get the job done, then I could understand that being a thing and people wanting to challenge themselves and play the game as.
But it does say you're gonna have trouble doing real damage with that.
Right. That's the problem.
That means it's every enemy basically. Go ahead, Cassie.
Yeah, I'm out on this game.
Yep.
I was already like sus as fuck when you have a child on your back the whole time. I just don't really like children very much in video games to begin with.
I don't
And
like children either.
You
to
like kids
have
at all?
this android girl to begin with, it's like, oh god. And now we're doing hacking shit. Oh god, I remember Watch Dogs. It's fucking horrible. So I'm good personally, but I mean, shout out to people that find this interesting. I mean, visually it looks impressive.
Yeah, it does look.
Wait, didn't BioShock have that little girl with like
Little
throughout?
Sister.
I think it's just been kind of done to
Yeah, but you're
death
not
at this
playing with
point.
them.
Yeah, Little Sister's just like she's just like
words.
stories apart.
Yeah, but
phrasing.
I mean, yeah.
Phrasing. You're not playing with them. Phrase.
Yeah, relax.
Pause.
Well, no,
Pause.
so like with the with BioShock, the girls, you have to basically either free them, or
take their energy
or absorb them energy, and basically either be good or evil kind of a thing.
But I mean,
you don't have them on your back the whole time.
They're part of the game mechanic. I mean, they're in the game. So
Yeah.
that's all.
I think the interesting, I will say, to kind of double on what Cassie said, Capcom's getting really good at their visuals. Really, really good. But I think while they're getting good at their visuals, their performance of their games are also taking a hit. I don't know if they're just kind of stepping a little bit ahead of where they're comfortable. And I don't know if that's because they're exploring more on PC. Because, we say all the time, or at least I say all the time, recently Capcom's admitted they are majority sales PC. Not by a lot, but I believe it's about 55% majority sales on PC, which, I mean, this is Capcom we're talking about, right? Like, it's insane. So at this point, I think they should probably slow down a little bit on visuals. They got it. We know they got it, and kind of focus more on performance. Because if this game releases day one on all platforms, which is supposed to, PS5, Xbox, Steam, if it does that and it runs broken on PC like Wilds is for a lot of people, at this point, bro, I don't really know what else to say. It's gonna be a problem. It's already a problem right now for Wilds. Yeah, they got their money. Yes, the game is super successful. We know that already. But bro, I mean, people are fucking pissed.
Like,
look at the numbers.
Vast majority of people can't play Wilds, and that's a problem. Like, it's even more of a problem when it became worse over time. Like, what happened?
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's just bad business. It's really bad business. Because you got those sales, but bro, you could be having these people playing this game for a long time. I mean, look at Monster Hunter. What is it?
World?
Is it World? Yeah, World.
Yeah, World.
Monster Hunter World is doing better numbers than Wilds. Now, granted, it has more content and stuff like that, but it also runs better. And people were like, "Yeah, well, I finished everything there is to do." And for the people that didn't finish what there is to do, they couldn't because the game was broken for them. So those people could have been still playing. Your numbers still could have been higher to the next content update. But now you're rocking at what's the game at now? I remember when Asmongold covered it, I was like, it's probably gonna be 10,000, and then he saw like 4,000, something fucking crazy like that. I'm like, 4,000 from 1 point, what is it? Almost 4 million. That's insane, million. Bro. You can't tell me all those millions of people finished the content. That's just not. If you look at the global achievements, I guarantee you it's not true. So I don't know. It's just bad business. So overall thoughts.
Do we know what the
Pragmata?
story is? Do we know what the story is yet for this Pragmata? Because like my biggest concern with it, just based on the trailer during, I think it was either the PlayStation or the Xbox showcase, it seems like they're going for like you're going to have an emotional connection to the little android kid, and I'm not interested in that at all. I think the whole like emotional connection to androids is being ridiculously overplayed right now in media. So, like, do we know what the story is?
You mean you
Or is
wouldn't
it still
fuck a
too
robot?
early? The what?
You said, would you fuck a robot?
I said, what, you wouldn't fuck a robot?
No.
Okay. It was just a question. That's all.
He's a wizard.
That's a hazing question. Welcome to SNH, sure.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So Pragmata, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll look up a little bit of a summary here. I don't remember the guy's name, but he just I don't know why he ends up on that station that he's on. It's very almost reminiscent of Dead Space, where it's like this guy just, you know, ends up on a space station for whatever reason that may be, comes across this girl android that ends up becoming his companion. But there's really not much else to know outside of his name is Hugh. His name is Hugh. So
like the color?
Like Hugh Jackman.
Oh, like Hugh Jackman, Hugh Laurie, something like that.
Yeah. From what I'm looking up. It says Pragmata story sees you take on the role of Hugh Williams. So there you go. Interesting.
Hugh Janus.
Hugh Williams.
Mungus.
Hugh something.
Hugh J. Cockburn.
Apparently, there's a conspiracy theory, and I don't know. These journalists are probably making shit up, but apparently, Pragmata, according to Polygon, it says Pragmata is a secret Mega Man game, which claim fans are claimed by fans that are dying for a new Mega Man game. That's the headline.
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Bro, just make Mega Man Legends 3. Stop fucking with me already. I've been waiting since the PS1, motherfucker. What are we doing?
Actual Mega Man Legends 3, not that bullshit we got on the DS.
Crazy.
I never played the second Mega Man Legends.
You know,
cool.
The second one's great.
I played the first one. The first
I
one
would
was
love remakes. I would simp for remakes easily.
I wouldn't be surprised.